Okay, so I want to talk about a topic here. I'm sitting here and my son calls me, and this is prior to the video that I had already had made about my children. My son, um, excuse me, about I want to. How would I say this? Um, okay, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was reading a message. So, I want to talk about a topic about children, divine feminists, going through changes or ups and downs with their children and their relationships, and people behind the scenes that's tried to regulate or um, de-escalate. To you could be de-escalating a situation, trying to bring spiritual balance or spiritual clarity. Okay, and you can understand and see that your kids don't know a lot of things or understand a lot of things. Okay, and somewhere in that situation that you're experiencing the changes with your children or the reuniting from your kids or whatnot, what have you, could seem a little intimidating or seem as though you're not allowing certain people or places or situations to intimidate you, to make you feel like you're not worthy of a relationship or a bond with your children. Okay, basically saying that people, you could tell that, you could see that um, they're trying to basically turn your kids against you. Okay, um, and I'm gonna say this: I had to actually check my son, and I know Please comment, and let me know how you guys feel about this, because none of this started coming out on my kids. Really, my son really started disrespecting me until I made the video. I want you guys to check the watch my videos, okay? If you have not watched my video about me explaining, talking about the video about Floyd saying something about like how would I say this? He said something about I ain't call the police to come in and kidnap your kids or something like that. If you haven't watched that video on my page, I advise you to watch that video before you make a comment on my page about anything about that I'm speaking on. Okay. Until I start, when I make that video, that's when I start getting reactions about from my children. And I'm not gonna say like all my children. It's just two kids that I feel like that I see that the enemy trying to destroy or come up against the relationship or the bond that I have with my kids due to my children being in foster care. Now, the whole time my kids have been in care, I have had some type of communication with them. It has not been steady because I was not stable. I was so worried about trying to get a place to get my children back home to me. Okay, until I realized, like, during the time of me working the program and trying to get me together, I had visitations, but I went through the process of what I need to do. And they still terminated my rights, okay? I missed my court date. It wasn't nothing about no abuse, no neglect, no abandonment. It wasn't anything of that nature. It was, this situation has been nothing about, it's only been about false information, false witnesses, okay? Due to my kids being separated from me or taken out, well, I can't say separated, taken out of my custody, okay? Um, I'm saying this to say, my son called me, my youngest son called me, and they telepathically telling me, "Oh, call your son, call your child, this, then the third." And my other son, my oldest son, I call my son. It's like they try to remind me to call my kids, like they trying to come into the relationship with me and my children. But this is why I know God is really doing something big for me, and God is taking these people down. God is dimming them. God is allowing me to focus on the positive and not the negative, and to protect my heart and protect my peace. Because at the end of the day, like, it's about how you react, what you put out, versus these people spiritually, mentally trying to antagonate you and make you feel like you're not worthy of a parent, or you not, how would I say this? Like, oh, I'm gonna get under your skin about your kids. I'm gonna push your kids to do this to you, and antagonate you, make you feel like this and that third, and it's not working. I'm gonna tell you what happened. when my son texted me and said, "Oh, let me read this message." Because my other son called me and he said, "Mom, call such and such, tell them to meet me at the park." I'm like, "Well, why you can't call?" He said, "Oh, my phone. What did he say? My phone something. His Instagram was hacked." Okay, and I noticed he had been calling me off of Facebook. Okay, so prior to this, I'll go ahead and I call him. I call his brother for him to let him know, hey, you go to the park. Now, this boy, I didn't text him and say, hey, whoop, whoop, your brother wants you to come to the park. He said, talking to somebody I don't fuck with. I said, who, Vernon? He said, no, you. I said, boy, get off my phone. You know, and this is what I'm responding, telling him. I said, stop texting me for real, for real. And I say, he's, hold on, wait a minute. Something ad them popped up. He said, I'm not on your phone. And I just went on and let him know, you know, like, hey, you ain't gonna disrespect me. You know, because see, my other son had feeling like he could disrespect me too. And I ain't talking about it in a bad way. What I mean by disrespect is the fact my son played too much. He childish. Yeah, we always got one of the ones that be a little childish and try to troll and play with you and shit and get your blood pressure up and get you all hyped up. That's how my other son is. But this one right here, I know for sure that boy know I don't play. All of my kids actually know I don't play. But just because you feel like you grown or you older, I don't never want my kids to feel like they can disrespect me in any motherfucking type of way. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you might feel like I wasn't there, but I'm going to tell you something. When nobody wasn't there, like right now, I'm right there. And that's the things that our children don't understand until nobody's there. Because people make our children feel like they have to go by their rules or they have to do what they say to make them feel comfortable. And I know people behind the scenes are operating, doing certain things and tactics towards my children. I know that for a fact. I'm a mother. Okay? They did the same thing to me when I was in foster care. And that's the God honest truth. But I'm going to tell you something that's going to really fuck y'all head up what I'm about to say. I was at a group home. And in group homes, people have their picks. I was the one that knew how to do cosmetology. I did everybody's hair in this placement. Not only that, but I had a pretty shape back in the day. Staff used to tell me, "Oh, you got a pretty shape. You got a long back, and you got a nice little hips and butt." And I didn't say nothing, but people didn't like me because I spoke my mind. And in this time, I had ended up caseworkers had came, and I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go home. These people took me in a room. They asked me, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" I'm like, I want to be a truck driver. I love to travel. I love to see the views. I just like to see. I'm an earth angel, so I like to be outside. I like to be in traffic. I like to be, a venturing person, And they was like, oh, okay. They was like, well, you can just forget about your family. Your family don't love you. Your family don't care about you. Your family don't want nothing to do with you. So you can just get prepared and stay here because you're not leaving. This is the shit that this lady told me. And I don't know her name, but I see her right in front of me. She was a big fat lady. She was a white lady. And she told me that. So I know how manipulative they can be towards my children. And I'm not even in the picture. So they can remind me and tell me that my family don't give a damn about me. And then literally my family's showing me that I'm an outsider. My family not there to support me. I got one person in my family to support me. So through all of that and turn around and see my kids to try to brainwash my children and me to be a spiritual witness to what I know that y'all went behind the scenes and did to me as a child, and to know that really deep within when I got grown, my mama didn't only show me she loved me. She made her business to make sure she loved me by asking me, am I okay? Do I need anything? Where them kids at? My kids, my mama watched my kids. People say about something was wrong with my mom. Nothing was wrong with my mom. My mama loved us. And people will turn around and manipulate your children and brainwash your kids like you don't care about them. But we as parents got to stand up and speak volumes. And I'm talking big volumes upon the devil when he try to come and come for our children, especially when they come to the mind and try to make them feel like, oh, well, you can talk to your mama like this. She's not around to control you. We're ciphering energy. We're this and that, but they're not going to tell the children that. See, this is a situation where you supposed to explain. How would I say this? We're supposed to explain and show our kids about spirituality. Shit was going on so much in my life to the point where I was only able to teach them about who God was. I didn't give them insight about, how manipulative people can be. Not saying that they don't know that, because they're aware. They have told me that they're aware. I have also had other conversations with my children as to say, like, how would I say this? Me saying to my son, like, what was going on, because my kids found out about the tarot readings that I was doing, and I'm telling them, like, I'm doing this for your protection, and they were like, oh, well, mama, we protected, we don't need your protection, and we know there's crazy people out there, this, and the third, and I'm saying, no, baby, you don't understand. I got hardcore evidence. Like, you don't have to find this idea, and it's like they're not scared of these people, but in reality, I know how dangerous people can be. I know how wicked people can be. See, my kids, they haven't endured that. They endured a moment of fear, but they haven't endured a person to hear a person and be in a person's face while they do them wrong. And 9% of the chance they probably have, you never know. And they just got a different spectrum about it. Okay? And me as a parent, one thing about me, you're not going to make my kids feel like they ain't got nobody. And that's for the enemies that watch my page and think that you're winning over me. As a mother, I'm a high priestess. I got psychic abilities. I know what you're doing. You're in my energy trying to run my relationship with my kids because y'all don't want me to be happy or have a bond or relationship with my own kids. And that's sad to say, but y'all really need to go heal. You really need to go fix your inner wounds. You really need to go take a deep look in that mirror and reflect on your damn self and see where the fuck your life is going. Because it seems like to me, you in hell. You in fucking hell. You in hell. And the only reason why you there is because of the shit you're doing right now. You're fucking with the wrong woman. I'm trying to tell you. And I ask the divine to intervene because, baby, I'ma set your ass straight. Please don't piss me off with my kids. Bitch, please don't play with me. Back your bitch ass up on God. Because, baby, I'm telling you, it's gonna hell, thunder, and rain, motherfucker shit. You think the earth about to shake. Don't piss me off when it comes to my kids. Mind your fucking business. Stay in y'all motherfucking lane. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna set this bitch off. I'm telling you, I don't mind. I took too much from you motherfuckers. On God, I will light your ass up and think about the consequences later. So play with me if you want to. Play with me. This is just a cover up right now. Don't play with me. Please don't play with me. Okay? I took too much from you motherfuckers. Bitch, you play with my kids, you really gonna have to come out and reveal yourself. Ain't no hiding behind the scenes. Ain't no doing no damage and hurting people kids and coming up against nobody kids. Because, I'm gonna say this. For a woman like myself to know my position as a mother and to know that y'all was behind the scenes making up lies, making false reports, and now you can't get my energy. It's like, oh, so I'm going to attack her with her kids. I'm going to do this to her kids and this, that, and the third to try to come up against my kids. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to lay flat on your back. And I'm going to say it again for the motherfuckers behind the motherfucking views. Watch it. Bitch, you're going to lay flat on your back. And I'm saying that with all of me. You're going to lay flat on your back playing with me with my children. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I don't got no respect for you. I've lost all respect. So please don't come around me laughing, kicking, thinking this shit funny and whoop whoop whatever. Because, baby, you might feel like you got one up today. Oh, yeah, you might feel like you got one up today. But I promise you, the same way you feeling, you going to feel that shit the rest of your motherfucking life playing with me. And I said that. You going to feel that for the rest of your motherfucking life. So, let me go back it up and calm the fuck down right quick. Because sometimes you got to check a motherfucker. Especially when you know they watching your motherfucking page. Especially when they watching your page and you know they listening. They go run and go watch and shit. So, I had to tell my son, like, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to play with me like that. I don't know what what world or planet you done dropped off of, or you smelling your little balls or whatever, you little hot down there, you ready for a little piece of thing or whatnot. But one thing about me, I may not be there with my kids, and my relationship may not be the same because of 2 years that I missed. But I'll be damned if I let my child feel that comfortable enough, or anybody, to make my child or y'all child collectives make them feel that comfortable enough to buck you. Because if you'll disrespect me, you'll put your hands on me. If you disrespect me, you'll lie on me. You'll manipulate me. You'll hurt me. So I'm setting a tone to save my own kids. And some parents may not understand that, but I'm going to tell you something. We don't let our child run us. We run our children. Okay? That's about being a mother. If you're a black queen, you know what I'm talking about. We know how the household runs. Okay? And then my kids are damn near grown. So one thing for sure, and two things about it, I would never allow my other son to let my son be that comfortable to disrespect me. See, my oldest son don't do that shit. My oldest son got respect for me because he knew the shit that we went through. He knew the struggles that we faced. Them two was the two that I kept away from all the chaos. I kept closed out. I didn't want them to witness none of that. I didn't want them to have them emotions or feelings about certain people in the family. And I fucked up when I did that as a parent. I really did. Because I should have let my hair hang down. I should have let it all hang and let my kids see that. But I'm going to tell you something. Especially when my person would do me wrong, Floyd, when he would do me wrong, I will go and go talk to my children. Don't you treat no woman like that. Don't you talk to no woman like that. A woman supports you, you support them back. You treat them good. You don't mistreat no woman. And tell me why my sins are doing the opposite. Oh, well, fuck them bitches and this and that. I said, no, you ain't gonna talk to nobody like that around me. No, we ain't doing that. So you can hang up this phone, this, that, and the third, whatever you feel. But that's how the devil works. The devil make your children feel comfortable in a fucked up situation. And when all things boil down to it, your kids get behind the scenes and they hurt. When they ain't got that game, when they ain't got that phone to occupy their mind, when they see other people with their family, they're secretly hurting in the inside. And that energy to me, because I'm a spiritualist. I'm a seer. My sons are hurt. I'm going to tell you, anytime your kids feel that comfortable to speak what's going on with them or how they feel about you, it's because they're hurt. They're hurt. I'm a mother, and I used to be a child myself. And one thing about it, I used to go off on my mom. I used to do the same thing, but I didn't go off on my mom to hurt my mom or make her feel some type of way. I just want to know why she couldn't get us. I went through the same thing that my kids going through. I'm the curse breaker. I'm breaking this curse off the family bloodline. Okay? Nobody in my family tried to get my children. Nobody. Nobody put an effort to really say, well, Erica, I'm going to get your kids. Or, well, Erica, I don't want you to feel like, if I get your kids, I'm taking your kids away from you. Nobody really seed about getting my children. And that's the God honest truth. I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. I had one cousin that tried to help me and talk to those folks, but didn't even put an effort to even get them. That made it seem like it was a problem, or I was going to other people, putting other people's mind over. She think the kids with family, she thinks she can pop up there and you'll have problems with her and this, that, and third. Like, people gossip. People talked a lot of shit behind the scenes that was secretly hurting and plotting on me. Things were left to me. People betrayed me just to take things from me and think that they were going to sacrifice me and my children and take me from my kids. You took me from one child. You ain't taking me from the rest of my children. And I said that. Oh, I want to say so much, but God has really got a hold on me. I'm not even going to lie to you, y'all. Because something in me want to be fired up. And divine is like, stay calm. It's just a test. Stay calm. It's just a test. But, baby, let me tell you something. When you mess with somebody, child, yeah, I'm going to go and pray. I'm going to pray about it. But, bitch, let me tell you something. You barking up the right tree. I'm going to tell you right now. You barking up the right tree, and you about to get the treatment that you thought you was going to miss. You sure is. I'm letting that be announced on this social media page. And matter of fact, I'm going to keep it open where you all can come and watch this and listen to what the hell I got to say. Yeah. Yeah, take that. Take that energy. Okay? Take that to the motherfucking bank and cash it. That's what you do. How dare you try to? And then what's so crazy about it, I have watched other people on these platforms and say shit like, you're not gonna get my kids taken from me, and then try to turn around and turn my kids against me. I have heard people literally say that out their mouth. And I'm like, what they mean? Like, get your kids to turn against you. Like, they will literally talk to your kids, tell your kids to lie on you, threaten them to lie on you, threaten them to, harass you or attack you or speak things against you, to turn, like, that's how they turn your kids against you. I have had, I have been out in the store, in the public, and I have seen Mexicans stand at the store. I was at Walmart. They were standing at the store, and there was like 4 of them standing there. And I got 4 boys, and these were all boys, but they were teenagers. And I'm gonna tell you how fucked up that shit was. 2 of them walked left, 2 of them walked right, but they split right in between the cars. Okay, and I'm sitting there. I'm saying, oh, okay. So you trying to tell me you're going to try to separate me from my children, or separate my children from one another? That's not going to happen. But I'm seeing where it's formed. God didn't say it wouldn't form. So now it's like, and I'm not trying to put y'all in my business. I just want to let you see how the devil work, and how God will come back, and everything that the devil try to destroy, God going to build that shit up. I'm telling you, he going to build it up, and it'll never fall. It will never break. Okay? And that's what you call a strong foundation, okay? A strong relationship when you got with your children, that you know that nobody can't break. When you have a deep belief, and knowing that your kids know what y'all struggle was, and you know your kids ain't holding that against you, and you ain't holding shit against your kids. You speaking your truth, and you speaking it in volumes. That's me. That's me. So when I went through this experience, y'all, I said, oh, okay. So you want to try to separate my kids. Then they were saying, oh, your kids are airhead, this, that, and the third. But what they didn't talk about is say how they I brought my son to the hospital, thinking that my son was, being tampered with or whatever. I got my son tested and everything, and he was okay. But what they didn't say, when they brought my son, when they had CPS got involved and came to my home, how they were trying to do spell work on my son, on his mental, while I was sitting there talking to the police. That's what you're not going to talk about. That's why I take care of my kids. That's why I stay praying for my kids. I saw y'all do spell work on my son in front of me, and then got the nurse to turn around and cry and say my son an airhead. No, you motherfuckers are airheads. You motherfuckers are what they call them, your Arizona head, having ass. Robotically trained having ass. Lower vibrational, empty ass vessel having ass. All right, kings. Loyal kings. Not empty souls. Let's get that together. Let's make sure you understand that. So all these secrets of plots, all these silent whispers, all these funky naysayers, guess what? Your plans against me is destroyed, and my children is burnt to the ashes. I speak life for my children. I speak everything as though it already have happened. That's how big my belief system is. Your witchcraft ain't got shit on me. Not a goddamn thing. And I said that. Now record that and go take it to somebody, because that's what y'all do. That's exactly what you do. Go record this. Go report that. I don't work for y'all. Need me to work for y'all. Y'all see that I'm divine. Y'all see I'm in alignment. Fucking with how you fuck you. And then this bitch talking about call your kids. Like, girl, go find you something to do. Y'all better get this bitch. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, baby. You better keep whoever she is, whoever this little Jezebel spirit is. You better keep her hidden. You better keep her real sacred and safe. And this is not a threat. This is not a threat. It's a promise. You better keep her real safe. I'm telling you right now. Because playing with my kids, and I'm just like any other mother. Bitch, you playing a dangerous game, and I promise you, you're not going to win. I put that on my mama. I put that on my grandfather. I put that on my grandma. Bitch, you're not going to win with me. You're not going to win with me. I promise you. You losing now. That's why you got to go to my kids. You and this nigga Floyd. That's why y'all got to go towards my children. Y'all weak. Y'all need energy. And I call all my energy back with love and divine care. And I speak volumes. You do not have my consent to use my mentality against me or my children. Y'all look like some fucking strung out murderers. Straight up killers. To try to come up against somebody's children, then to get on social media and say that bullshit that you said the other day, talking about, I ain't seen nobody out there to kidnap your kids. And bitch, nigga, you got some nerve. I'm telling you. Whoo, baby. Whoo, Lord. Y'all, I'm trying to stay calm, y'all. I think I need to go ahead and end this live because you know what? I refuse to let the devil feel comfortable in what they doing. Yeah. I'm going to starve your ass out. Yeah. Yeah. You fucked up, though. You fucked up big time. Yeah. These motherfuckers got blood on their hands. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now. From the outcome of it, you can tell. Because it's too much being played out. I'm a psychic. I have psychic mediumship and I'm tapping in. Okay? Because I will not let the enemy rage bait me. Okay, but especially when it comes to my fucking children. But I will stand up for mine. I don't know about everybody else because you get a lot of people, a lot of parents kids get in the system and they forget about their kids. They get full of worldly problems and worldly situations and get the drinking, smoking, and hanging out and not giving a fuck. But I've been solid. I've been solid as a rock sitting still. And all you can do is throw magic, throw spells, set up plots and traps, send people against me, doing smear campaigns, making false reports on me. But I promise you, I'm going to make it my business see that me and my kids see you guys pay. I promise you that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to make it rare. Yeah. Because see, when you come play with somebody's children, and see, one thing about me, my kids don't have both parents. My kids literally are operating by themselves. And then what's so crazy about it, my kids made a comment. They said to me, Mama, none of your family tried to get us. Our family tried to get us. And I'm trying to tell my kids now, it's no, let me say this before I say anything else, it's no bad blood between me and my baby daddy and them people. I have no beef or no problems with these people. But I want to say this and I want to clear the air. My baby daddy people, only one family member came to get my kids. And I got respect for her and her husband. And I'm not going to announce them, but if they watch this, they know who I'm talking about. I got respect for y'all. I have no problem with that. But at the end of the day, nobody actually just really tried to get my kids out of CPS. They tried to keep my kids in their home where CPS won't take them. They tried to do that. But since my kids been in care, nobody have came and spoken up and tried to get my kids at all. And I'm going to tell you something. It's some inside shit that's going on because I have actually talked to one of the caseworkers. And the caseworker said when one of the family members called to check up on my kids to see if my kids were doing, to see if they wanted to get my kids. And she told me out of her mouth she would not release any information to these people. And these people, my baby father people, have literally, one of them that I know of have tried to get my sons. And they gave them no information. None. None whatsoever. So whatever my baby daddy did before he passed away, he put that shit in paper. He put that shit in writing. And that's the truth. I'm not going to sit here and play games with my situation about my kids, about nothing about me. Like, and I hate to say, like, some people are like, well, oh, don't tell your business on social media. Don't put this in. Hell, what the fuck is there to hide? Everybody know. This a whole occult system. What the fuck is there to hide? What type of business am I not putting, what I'm putting out there? Like, what the fuck is what? This is a whole organized crime. Everybody is aware of what's going on when you're a part of an organized crime. When everybody can attack you in the community and come up against you, everybody know what the fuck is going on. Ain't shit hidden. So stop trying to play chess when the bitch is really over here playing Uno. Like, come on. Make that shit make sense. It's like when you try to mind your business and stay in your lane about shit that people do to you, it's like people try to find a way to try to hurt you or make you feel some type of way, especially when it comes to your kids, because you know how people literally lied on you. That's why I say, y'all, I'ma sue the fuck out these people. I pray to God you motherfuckers are happy. I hope that you celebrating. I hope that your motherfucking chest is motherfucking pouting motherfucking rivers of waters for this season that God is to show up on me. I hope and pray. I hope that you keep that excitement drilling. I hope that this gave you a ton of fucking energy to go back and go surface and bring somewhere else. Whatever that energy may bring you bring towards you, I hope. Because when I get when the gun in my hand, because hold on, let me rephrase that because I don't want this to go in a violent way. But baby, when it comes to my kids, I am the gun. When you fuck with my kids is my bully. So bitch, you got a bully. You can take that how you want to. But when you came for my kids, you came for a bully. When you can go around and try to manipulate a child to come up against their parent or put yourself in a predicament when it comes to somebody's child, and I'm gonna tell you something, collectors, we over here minding our business. I'm in my home, I'm in my comfort space. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm in my own lane. And you can come over here and try to do all this conflict and raise all this chaos towards a person that's in their own lane, minding their own business. That's hell to pay. That's fucking hell to pay. And I'm going to make sure you pay that price. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you like hell. I'm going to make sure you pay it. So you can take this little recording or whatever you need to do and get all this information for court, because guess what? They ain't going to fault me for it. I will not be held accountable for what I have to say. This is a spiritual thing that you did. Organized crime at that. With their false witness, false lies, false reports. And just imagine how many other people that have really been doing this shit to. That's my thing. That's what I really want to know, how many people y'all have done this shit to. Y'all have done this to other people. But baby, you just sit tight. Because next, I'm about to come with some more core evidence on what this is. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and share the information that what my son said to me. I'm going to share it on my page. Yeah, because one thing about it, two things for sure. My sons, and you know what? My sons don't even talk to me like that. They don't. That's the God honest truth. My kids don't talk to me like that. I'm not going to even lie to you, because if my kids handle me like that, I'm going to be a genuine person. If my kids was to talk to me like that, my heart would be hurt. I would be devastated if my kids handle me and talk to me like that at their age when I was taking care of them. They didn't have that in their heart to do to me or speak to me because I took care of them. Not only that, but everybody respected everybody. Everybody had each other back in my household. If one was down, we were lifting each other up. We had each other back. If one was concerned, one of us found the way to communicate with the other and express ourselves. It was love in my household. And I'd be damned if I let the devil come steal my love and my joy from my children. You can't have my children. My kids are not for sale. And neither are they gifts. Neither are they talent. Nothing about my kids are for sale. And I'm speaking volumes. My kids will live and not die. My kids will walk in this world with no worries. My kids will be something that you always thought you always will be. My kids will be exactly what you try to take from them. So, enjoy your day. And with that being said, I hope you listened to this video. I hope you felt that shit. I hope you record this motherfucker. Because I promise you, You're going to see me in court. Oh, yes. It ain't no coincidence that I'm making these pages. It ain't no coincidence that y'all tapping the energy and projection and all that other shit. It ain't no coincidence. You really trying to save your ass. You really know that these feds is watching my page. Let's be real. Let me speak some truth. Okay? They know that these people watching my page. They know they was hired to take out my children, to do spell work on me and my kids. Okay, these people know I've already went to the police station and we filed a police report on the asses. They know I've been filing reports back to back on their ass. Do you understand me? They're aware of that. Not only that, hold up, wait a minute, let me back up for a minute. Not only that, but you're speaking your truth and commitment to me and my energy to allow me to know and to see your actions. Right? Because it's called a confession. See, you can't tell it, but telepathically you are telling me to address it on social media. So what you can get what this type of shit is, attempted murder, smear campaigning, offenses, if not reported, you get 10 years. So what you want, 3 years? That's what you're looking for, to hoping and praying that you get 3 years off of this? With that being said, I'm going in my life.